G'day! Today we're going to have a look at a game called Puropu Defense Squad. The creators of this one asked me if I wanted to check it out. I thought I might like it. I think similar to Orcs Must Die, you get the sense. So we have to choose a hero. Long range. So let's sort of go, let's look at sort of information here. Like, we won't bother reading everything. So we are mid-range, versatile shooter, long-range summoner, AoE damage melee. That's what we got. Alright, let's start with the simple. We'll go nice, simple, mid-range. Let's go for a normal challenge. 10 waves, 20 lives. I don't know if I'm going to be hit with a tutorial here. I'm going to find our own way. Okay, so firstly, WASD to move around. Okay, and we've got a pattern of where these guys are going. So shift is like a jump move, and they are heading this way. Do I have a map anywhere that shows where they're going? Because I get the sense if I blocked, say, this path, they would just go the other way around. Okay, so they've got to get up there. So either way, if we took them, we blocked one of these, they would go the other way. So it seemed like what we want to do is really start them at the start. This section here is probably a pretty good block off point. The other question is if there's a map that I can look at. There's M, get nothing on the page, just in this M or a map. It looks like guys can enter from this side over here. They're just not going to yet. So this central sort of point does seem like the good place to be. Press E to shop. When you're hit, chance to return 50% damage. How much money do I have? Need to buy what? What are they? Is that like a random tower? Because it doesn't seem like I can place anything yet. Do I just have to have the wave start and then I'm allowed to place? So I don't want to be using like all my my money if I have it. Do I have like a information on what things I've got? No? Alright. Well, the first thing we want to do is build a line across here. I think we can agree on that. So the cheapest thing I've got is either the blades or the no, the rockets are expensive. Whatever the first thing is. So if we say press H to start. Ah, okay, so it wasn't necessarily about, wait, can I say restart? Restart map. So just out of curiosity then, if I just press these buttons, even though they look grayed out, down the bottom here, if I press them, does it actually kick into them? So if I press 1, yeah, okay. Okay, that's a barricade. Laser turret. Saw trap. So that's just 2 steps, not 1, so that's not going to block them. Frost trap. That'd be a step on 1, 2. That's going to be a step on 1. Build on walls and ceilings. So that's going up there. Okay, so how much do we got? If we go cooldown 1 second. Start off with 2 of those, and we're going to go barricade. I'm going to barricade out. Okay. Right click to get rid of that menu. H to start wave. Okay, now since I can shoot, similar to Orcs Must Die, the strategy would be that you want to be up in their face as much as possible. What's the name of that game? Totally accurate simulator look to some of these guys. Okay, so let's hit that. That means that they come through there, and we're now back to not being able to afford anything. So it's going to be a slow build. Headshots are obviously worth twice as much, so So I don't just regen health. Even leveling up. Right? Since it's only wave 2 here, the guns are like the turrets I've built are relatively inefficient. If sort of the majority of guys are getting through like that. But again, the thing that I don't have yet is like a substantial barricade setup. The barricades are incredibly expensive for how sort of cheap everything else is. Okay, so this is my hero points. And this is where it gets really tricky, because it feels like to me hero damage is worth more than turret damage. Bonus to weak points seems good. 5% bonus to weak points, because that helps everybody. Let's give an extra meter to our turrets. To me, I feel like I'm not getting enough money. The fact that how much all of this costs, how much the stuff over here costs, the fact that I'm in wave 3 and I've built 4 barricades, 2 turrets, just seems off. That I've got nowhere near enough money then versus what I versus how much money I seem to have the like sort of the need to spend or want to spend. Because I would just be building barricades. Hey, look at this. If I can walk up to one point, there's currently one barricade angling their change. Their behavior. Interesting, the back of their head. Not a weak zone, it's only their face. This game is co-op too, so I can definitely see the fun could be had here in co-op. I mean, at the moment, it just feels like hero damage is where I have to be putting it because I'm just not making enough points otherwise. Okay, so we are going to go 2, and then we're going to go slow because we've got 2 turrets, and I guess we may as well try and keep these guys in the turrets a little bit longer. Still only got guys coming from this one side. I don't know where like if there's anywhere that's showing me my level up abilities. Also knowing that these towers are only doing 75 damage per shot. Versus me doing 63 every, like, moment. It's questionable that there's any value in having these towers at all. Like, as this is getting harder, it's not like, well, luckily that wasn't a problem until wave. Also, I haven't gained health back in the shots that I've taken. Okay, so what do we get? Another 700. So we're sort of making a little bit more of a dent here in health. So let's try a few more towers. to hit him with those. I don't like that it's giving me the correction that I need to build it on the ground because I don't have enough money. Like, it's giving me the wrong instruction of why I can't place that right now. I also didn't look at what damage we're doing. 60 damage a second, cooldown 3 seconds. How long are you doing damage for? Yeah. See if that makes any impact on these. As long as it's doing some sort of AoE damage, maybe. That's what we need. Maybe that's where the turrets are a downfall. What I actually need is these guys to be doing long range, like damage to a whole lot of them at once. Like, you can see everyone's now got a little bit less health, and that's exactly what we need. Now I can sort of pick off everyone a little bit easier. So starting this again would definitely be that we want to get rid of those cannons. And even if we did have those cannons, we would just want them pushed back a tiny little bit, because if they were just a little bit further back, like say if I blocked off the other route in and those cannons were on this underside, then it means that they would be shooting at guys that should already be pretty beat down because of the amount of AoE damage going on here. 900. Okay, so firstly we can do this. Defense's damage bonus. So that's them hurting more, but I still don't think that they're the breadwinner here. Frost trap damage plus 21 a second. Shouldn't slow things. So actually are doing damage from the frost. Slow trap. The sword trap does a bonus 30 per second. Barricades do a bonus 30 per second. What are they doing? Both of these feel like they're worthwhile at this stage. I'm gonna go the sword trap, and I'm gonna bring in 2 more sword traps. Interesting that I've got the option when looking at these guys to sell, not that guy. Alright, let's see how these traps go for us. As long as those cannons are picking the right guys, as long as they're identifying the guys that actually need to have heavy hits on them, should be good. These guys are tricky because they duck. So that means if I'm trying to hit them with headshots, they're ducking out of those. With enough frequency to make this a little bit trickier, that I don't know if I'm better off trying to shoot them in the chest. This seems tricky. Possibly it was a mistake to upgrade the sword traps that I have versus just I'll just jump off this edge. Because I only added 2 extra sword traps, whereas if I had, like, I don't know how much a sword trap is doing per hit. 60 a second. So what was it doing? 30 a second. So I've doubled it. Maybe it was alright then if I had more than 2. How high up do we want to build this? Let's just go all the way to 3. Can I build mid-wave? I could be able to get 20 gold in partway in this round. don't know where I'm getting to see my level. See, so I can build this guy here, mid-wave, but I've also sort of just stopped shooting for a long time in this wave. Since I am the breadwinner of damage we're doing here. Questionable strategy. I mean, these floor traps are definitely the breadwinner of what damage we need to be doing. I don't fully understand why one time everyone went to the little right at this point, and every other time everyone's gone the other way. Why are we going this way again? I don't know what the logic is for them. I thought that guy was dead. Now getting into the money now a bit, at least. Okay. So we can spend 1,000 to make them do 27. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna really go in on these guys. I only need 100 more to put another one down for this wave. The game is still in demo as well, so this is where you sort of will see that it's not potentially like completely evenly balanced, so there is one trap that is just straight better than everything else at the moment. Maybe that's the floor trap. I haven't even played with the poison or anything yet. I don't fully get why it's always just saying 180 when it sort of comes up, like what that 180 is. Because if it's saying that it does... If it's always been saying 180, that's not the damage per second that, like... surely should be changing in some way, right? Are you still alive? Is that still going? Where did you come from? Are they shooting at me? Cool, bro. He has no health. On 0. So if we look at, say, 3, it still says damage 60 per second. So it doesn't feel like anything happened when I upgraded that again, right? I don't know. But let's check out the poison trap. See what sort of impact this has on these guys. Now, assuming it's going to be less because it's not upgraded in the same way these other ones are. But we are starting to really make some tracks on how complicated our path here is. Have I leveled up recently? And I've forgotten to use points. I don't feel like I have. Maybe I have. 2. 3 points to spend. There's an airplane. Even without my my interference here, a lot of these guys are dying pretty solidly now. And it does feel like I've got a role of taking care of airplanes. I hope the cannons take it on themselves to take care of the airplanes. A lot of the weaker guys now aren't progressing through at all. It's really nice to see. Alright, so next step we want to do is I want cannons on the back half here. Because now it's up to a point where they are actually just going to be picking guys off. So let's go some more poisons. We'll go to C because we've got upgrade. Let's go more hero. At 4 meters. Let's really try and get our guns a bit more distance here. But you know, I'm still the breadwinner. Damage. Got a boss. So hopefully, this is wave 10. It'll be the halfway boss. There he is. So hopefully the pathing can actually do a lot of work on everyone else. Which it's not. So that I can focus on the boss. There's no way I'm putting 20,000 damage on this dude. Are you actually trying to get to the exit, or are you just trying to face me? Okay, good. Well, let me take you back this way. Did everyone else die? Live with this if your job is just to try and kill me. Just a path back and forth through my arm. Oh, you've changed your mind. That's where the 180's coming from when I'm seeing dudes get 180 pop up on them. It's the guns that are doing that, not the floor traps. Or it was 10 waves, 20 lives. That's where I was getting mixed up. Okay. Waves cleared 9. Thought I cleared 10. 20 minutes. Fences built. Hero level. Item total. Total items. Really didn't venture into items at all there, did I? Let's have a quick look at the next map. Talk to me about items. This was more perks. When killing enemy, drop extra coins. I mean, that seems like a worthwhile purchase just to have immediately, because it's going to be like long-term gains. I don't know what that is. But it's an instant purchase, whatever it is, so we don't really want to do it. Now this here, we can see that this guy, this is probably our best area to be in, but if we block, then they will go around the edge. So that'll be the best area to have guns just on the roof, but initially we probably want to have these guys pathing back and forth at the top end here. So let's start with some barricades. We want to... We'll just barricade straight away. Barricade them here and there. And then we will go straight into some poison. Before then, we'll go for a trap. We're going to jump them. Saw trap and poison. We'll interchange 1 for 1. This is saying that they do get damage done by the frost trap too. So I mean, maybe mix in a frost trap too. And we do have a roof here, but I think it's too early. I think it's too early in the pathing. Have the guy to get real benefit from a from guns on the roof. I do think that we're better off having them further back to focus fire on guys that have already had the AoE do the vast majority of work for them. So if we then just quickly go 1, because that 1 exists, probably not sold on the frost. Go there. Let's just jump into another one. I realize as well I've got points to spend to level up my guy. I wonder how long poison lasts too. Like if it's kind of pointless having poison traps so close to each other because you're not going to get the full effect. Also not noticing if I'm getting that 5 bonus the 5 bonus coins. Can artist sell and I get full price back for selling, so let's sort of change this up a little bit. Let's go that every time you step through ice on the ends, poison in the middle, and then like swords everywhere else. See the lovely work traps are doing here. We feel way more in control. I'm trying to think too about the difference between doing more base damage and doing more weak spot damage. So for example, I'm doing 9% more damage, but that doesn't mean that but weak spot damage goes up at basically the same percent, but the hero damage is overall. So why wouldn't I just continually go hero damage as the preference? I have to properly math it out, but I feel like it doesn't make sense that you would ever spend points on the other one. So, get rid of that trap menu. Got a few big boys now. I'm curious what's in those 500 point capsules, because that's a huge cost. I really should, that's what I'll spend my next solo money on. Let's learn about that. At this point, may as well just be learning the game, right? I don't know how close I am to the thing. It almost makes me feel like I'm wasting my, like I'm better off killing the little guys than the big guys, because the big guys won't actually die before I reach wherever I'm backing into. It's right here. There are a lot of guys. I'm in trouble. Maybe kill some of these guys, it'll just... Alright, well those big guys definitely throw a wrinkle in there into what I need to be sort of doing. So let's press E to buy. 15% chance. Okay, how do I pick it up? Oh, that's a waste of money. Alright, so no indication of what is coming next, so that's just something you'd sort of have to remember. Weirdly pointless shooting there. So if I go this here, and then down here we're gonna go 2 guns. Sort of try and help me with the back end guys. And we are going straight into a big boy. We are done for. Might have leveled up in that last one too. And I'm not quick enough turning around here to improve my damage. But we are cooked. So this strategy didn't work either. But it's that wrinkle of now having really strong guys in here that we've got to work out how to address them. Like what? I don't feel like those cannons are going to just knock out a big guy for me. The cannons just don't do enough damage. And the upgrades are very expensive. And here we go, we're done. I'm not stopping 2 of these guys. Possibly what I need to be doing at that point was upping the damage. What's weird is I got, just as a side note for the thing, I just got the achievement for winning that level on normal difficulty. Which I would say I probably shouldn't have. Unless you're allowed to win when you're dead. Yeah, there we go. That is Puropu Defense Squad. I don't mind it. That is definitely given me very Orcs Must Die energy, which is a game I thoroughly enjoy, and that was smooth to play. I think co-op would be a lot of fun. Any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below, and until next time, catch you later. See ya.